What's up, y'all? My name is Ray. If you're here for the first time, welcome, and to my returning viewers, I am humbled to welcome you back for another video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It's pretty cool. You'll make my day. And check me out on Twitter and Discord. The links will be in the description. You know, lately it feels like we can hardly blink or we'll miss some volley in the right wing's anti-intellectual war on education. Florida Republicans, led by Governor Ron DeSantis, continue to spearhead the campaign with their latest and perhaps most audaciously scoped attack yet, House Bill 999, which takes direct aim at Florida's institutes of higher learning. It's a culture war smorgasbord of a bill, giving Governor Ron DeSantis plenty of propaganda bullet points for his 2024 presidential bid. Fire.org aptly called the bill a dangerous expansion of the unconstitutional Stop Woke Act, and it threatens to push us a significant step further down the road to an American fascism, the likes of which should be reserved for dystopian fiction like The Handmaid's Tale. Let's refer to InsideHigherEd.com for a brief summary, and we'll expand from there. Quote, House Bill 999 looks to defund diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts at state institutions, concentrate hiring power in the hands of trustees, allow for post-tenure faculty review at any time, eliminate majors in certain subjects focused on race and gender, and create new general education requirements, unquote. The language used throughout the bill is intentionally vague enough to provide DeSantis and his cronies with wide latitude to enforce it as they see fit. Universities would be prohibited from promoting, supporting, or maintaining any programs or campus activities that, quote, espouse diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, or critical race theory, CRT, rhetoric. And what all do you suppose that covers? Have you heard what your average conservative considers CRT nowadays? The bill's vague, politically charged language will, as the New York Times states, create obvious limits on the teaching of subjects like slavery and the Native American genocide. And DEI, everything from affirmative action and hiring policies to student affinity groups could be targeted under the umbrella of DEI. Remember, we're talking about college students here, young adults. This level of political encroachment on their academic freedom is disturbing and should confirm for all of us that the 2024 election will be absolutely critical if we're to ensure that freedom for future generations of American students. Additionally, the bill would remove and ban any degree programs in, quote, CRT, gender studies, intersectionality, or any derivative major or minor of these belief systems, unquote. And again, this is vague by design, to allow conservative board members and trustees to steer universities away from academic integrity and toward nationalistic propaganda. This kind of direct political interference with courses and curriculum threatens to leave Florida students behind and put university accreditations at risk. Speaking of curriculum interference, the bill doesn't stop at prohibition. No, it also outlines specifics for what it considers to be appropriate information for Florida college students, such as courses that, quote, promote the philosophical underpinnings of Western civilization and the values necessary to preserve the constitutional republic, unquote. First, let me be perfectly clear that generally speaking, courses in Western civilization are very much valid and can be excellent frameworks for learning about today's societies. I think everyone would do well to take at least one Western Civ course, as we do in fact live in Western civilization. However, this loosey-goosey language about preserving the constitutional republic through teaching to philosophical underpinnings, that's dangerous talk when it comes from a political authoritarian. DeSantis is trying to score points here with a voting base that is increasingly propagandized to distrust higher education and intellectualism in general, and this bill's cascade of culture war keywords certainly supports that statement. University faculty is also at risk. The bill puts the careers of professors in the hands of conservative board appointees who answer to Governor Ron DeSantis and his Republican administration first and foremost. It's easy enough to imagine the implications here. A professor teaches a little too much about slavery and its impacts on modern society, they're fired and replaced with some conservative puppet. Using a student's preferred pronouns in the classroom, boom, fired and replaced by some bigot. The whole thing is aggressively awful from top to bottom, and basically every aspect of higher education is in scope. From students and faculty to curriculum and diversity, it's all in the crosshairs of Florida House Bill 999. I've said it before in a video, but these wise words from President Abraham Lincoln bear repeating. Quote, the philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next, unquote. And conservatives know this as well as anyone, as evidenced by their relentless commitment to childhood religious indoctrination. So we can hardly exaggerate the stakes here. This truly is a battle for the soul and future of our nation. Let's keep an eye on these red state attacks on education, and together we can make sure they get plenty of attention. Fascists are like cockroaches. They prefer to work in darkness. Shine a light and we can scurry them away. And with that, we'll wrap things up for today. If you've hung out with me this long, I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this content and you want to see more, please leave a like on the video. Leave me some thoughts or feedback in the comments or just say hi. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It's really cool. You'll make my day. Thanks for clicking on my video. I hope I see y'all again soon. Peace out.